Hello. Before I begin this video and cover the things that I want to talk about, I just want to point out that I am not a self-love guru. I am not an expert. These are just some tips that I would like to share with you that have helped me on my journey. And I'm a believer in self-love being a continual thing. So this is something that you have to put into practice daily for the rest of your life, because you're going to face challenges daily and you have to learn to love yourself enough to get through challenges, especially when it comes to insecurity. So I just wanted to point out that I am by no means an expert, but if something that I say helps someone along the way, then fantastic. So every time that I have talked about self-love on my Instagram page, there's always someone that leaves a comment such as, or I'll get a message that says something like, well, of course you love yourself, look at you. Or of course it's easy for you to love yourself, look at how you look, or, it's not really a struggle for you. And comments like that are very problematic because people assume that because you look a certain way in their eyes, you have reached the ideal of what perfect is or what acceptable and valid is. You cannot possibly have any insecurity. So because I work out, and for some people, I might have the body type that they consider worthy and valid, I therefore cannot possibly have any insecurities, because what am I insecure about? People do not understand that insecurities stem from issues from your past or even your present, and it's not an external thing. And if you do not work on the internal, then regardless of what you look like on the outside, you are still going to be dealing with those mental scars and mental issues. So when people make comments like, you look a certain way, so you can't have these issues, or it's easy for you to talk about self-love because you don't have these issues, I just felt like I needed to address that before I go into the rest of this video, because I have dealt with insecurities for majority of my life. I have been made fun of because of the color of my skin. I still do deal with people making fun of me because of the color of my skin. I have had people talk about my legs, and if anybody that follows me on Instagram knows, I have had issues with my legs for a long time. It's taking me a lot to learn to love my legs, because from childhood, I was teased about the way that I look, and I've just had a lot of issues. I will discuss those issues in another video, but I've had a lot of issues that have affected my self-esteem, and it has taken a lot of work for me to get to a point now where I love myself enough that I am not seeking validation from other people. I know that's hard to believe when you're on social media and you're advertising yourself, but while I do it for my business, I do not seek to be validated by other people. And with that in mind, anyways, let's just get into this, because I feel like I'm talking too much. Let's get into some of these tips that I hope will help. Accept this truth: you are enough. I think it's very, 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 very important to constantly tell yourself daily that you are enough. You are enough where you are. And while you are trying to work towards better for yourself, you are still enough. So when it comes to the physical aspects, for instance, if you need to take off your clothes and stand in front of a mirror and look at all the aspects of yourself, all the physical parts of you that you have learned to hate or despise, look at those things and learn to love them. So look at them daily. Look at every part of your being, both the physical. Think about the mental, and just tell yourself daily that you are enough, because if you keep on focusing on other people telling you that you are worth something, you will never be worthy, because you are relying on other people to validate you. So just make it clear that there are always going to be people that are going to tell you that something about you is wrong. There are always going to be people that are going to make fun of the physical aspects of yourself. There are always going to be cruel people, miserable people, people that want to put you down. There are always going to be those people in your life. So if you continue to allow those people to affect you on a daily because you do not see value in yourself, then you will continue to be tormented by unkind words from sometimes people that you know and sometimes from strangers. So you have to find value in yourself without people from the outside world having to tell you that you're great, you're fantastic. You have to believe that. And it is so, so, so important. I know it seems like such a simple thing or something that everybody just says, but it is so, so important. So please, please, please stand in front of your mirror on a daily basis until you begin to believe it. And trust me, you will. You'll begin to believe it. Stop comparing yourself to other people. So, someone say something about comparison is the thief of joy, or am I just making that up? I think I read it somewhere. I don't know. But anyways, I do believe in it. Comparison is the thief of joy. As someone that trains people, I get a lot of messages from a lot of people. How can I get myself to look like you? How can I look like this person? And I'll send you pictures of people that they want to look like. Ooh, I want to get rid of these parts of my body. I want to look like this person. Ooh, I don't like how I look. Or you look so fantastic. I'd like to look like you. And it goes on and on and on. And the fact is, you are you. You are not me. I am not you. We are not them. You can only be the best version of you. So when it comes to trying to get your body right, always remember that you're going to get the best out of yourself. You're not going to look like someone else. There's a possibility that you might. There's a possibility that you might even look much better. But the fact is, stop seeing your value in someone else. You're looking at other people and putting them on this pedestal and saying they look fantastic. Oh, if only I looked like that, then I'll be worthy. And you cannot possibly like yourself if you think that you are not good enough until you look like somebody else. Trust me when I say that every single person is on some kind of journey. Every single person, all the people that you're wishing you look like, have their own issues that they're dealing with. So stop comparing yourself, stop comparing your life, what you have or what you lack, what you wish you have, where you wish you were. All these things that just continue to foster misery. Stop it. Stop comparison and just learn to grow and become a better version of yourself. If you need to get a better job so you can get certain things for yourself, then work towards that. But while you are on that journey, stop thinking that, oh shit, I'm never going to be worthy until I get therein. You're just wasting the moments that you have now, comparing yourself to other people and living in misery because you haven't got to where that person has got. You don't know what that person had to do to get where they are. You don't know what they had to do to look how they look or live how they live. So focus on your life and understand that not all that glitters is gold. Stop comparing yourself. Please learn to be a bit selfish. Now, when I talk about being selfish, I'm not saying be a wicked, cruel human being. I'm saying that sometimes it is extremely important to prioritize yourself above all else, because a lot of times we put people before us. We put their needs and their feelings before our own, and it fosters resentment. You start to sometimes hate that person or feel horrible when that person is around you, and you start to feel horrible about yourself because you have put your feelings and your emotions and your needs on the back burner and you're focusing on other people. So sometimes you have to be selfish with your time. If something is not bringing you peace or it's causing you any kind of stress, you have to learn to say no. Say no. And don't feel bad about it. Look, when I was in school, I was a yes girl. I used to say yes to everything. People said I was kind, and my friends would say to me, you are kind to a fault. You're letting people take advantage of you. And at the time, I was so concerned with people pleasing that I just kept doing it because I'm like, well, I don't want them to be upset with me. I don't want them to hate me. I want everyone to like me. So I'm going to keep saying yes, even when it makes me feel uncomfortable, even when it's depriving me of something, because it's making someone else happy. And in the long run, it does nothing for you. And really, you're not helping that person or yourself. You're just faking it, because that's not really who you are. You're not really that nice of a person if it's hurting you. So it's very, very important to learn how to be selfish if it means that you are going to have peace of mind, if it means that you are going to be a better person. Because if you're not good, if you're not in the right space in your head, if you're just not happy, you cannot bring any value to anybody that you spend time with. So it is very, very, very important to be selfish sometimes. Yeah. So there we have it. Some tips that I hope will help. These tips that I've shared with you have been very, very, very useful for me. And I hope that they will be useful for someone watching this video. So thank you guys for taking the time to listen. I hope that this has brought some kind of value to you. And I hope that it helps you on your journey and your quest for self-love. I would love for you guys to come back. So please leave a comment, please like, please share, please subscribe, and please, 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 please come back and watch more videos, because I've been doing a lot of filming. I'm doing a lot of editing for your viewing pleasure and something. I don't know what I'm talking about. Come back and watch more videos. Okay, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.